Yo, what's good, everybody? What's poppin', folks? It's your boy SBX. We about to get on that real hood shit for you guys, you know what I mean? Reason why I want to do this is because, you know, I never really cared to make videos about thug life or gangster shit, even though I like listening to hip-hop and watching gangster movies. However, I want to talk about why America not only idolized gangster life and why gangster life exists, but the whole perspectives of being a thug and being a gangster compared between the real OGs and the fake ones. And pretty much America is not the only country that gangbangs. But anyways, y'all already know where I'm from. And pretty much I'm from the city where niggas pop gats all fucking day. And of course we got gangs and stuff like that. But you know, New York is all about hustle as well. However, you know, there's other states kind of similar like New York and does more dirt than everything that New York could possibly do. You know, you got people from California and LA, and you got niggas in Chicago get it popping too. You got Baltimore, you got Philly, you got Miami, you got Atlanta, you got, you know, Houston, Texas, or whatever, anywhere you're from, get it popping there. You know, you got your countries as well. You know what I'm saying? You got Jamaica, you got Brazil, you got the UK. Everybody has their hood differently. You know, for example, Brazil, they call it favelas. In the UK, they call it the ends. And in Jamaica, you call it, you know, the shanty homes, but you know, the Gaza strips and all that. You know, some people like to call it the slums as well. But my problem is with this society is that when it comes to black people, not all, but the ones who are in the hood, they take pride into gangbang. And you know, my thing is, you know, even if you're a blood, you a Crip, Lion King, GD, Vice Lord, or whatever you rep, it's like, you know, 9 out of 10, a lot of people are not going to survive in this lifestyle when you're in the game. You can either get shot, you can or go to jail, but the best thing you can possibly do is try to leave the gang. But sometimes leaving the gang is like turning your back on them. It's like, you already know how it is to be in a gang. You know, you got to get jumped in order to be, you know, in the gang. You got to do missions as far as stealing stuff, beating up another gang member, killing a gang member, or anything of that nature to make things happen in the gang. You know, it's all about what's your credibility of being in the gang. You know what I'm saying? But you know, my only perspective is, it's like when I was going to high school and also around the neighborhood, you got your drug dealers selling dope, and you got your thugs and gangsters and wannabes hanging out, smoking pot, rolling a Dutch, Blackie Mal, drinking, whatever. But it really all depends on what's their intentions of banging. You know what I'm saying? It's not like they pick on any innocent person because of whatever. It's like, you know, you got your thugs that would want to go ahead and rob people, and you got your mastermind thugs that just go for the higher things. You know what I'm saying? You know, anybody can, you know, want to rob a bank or, you know, beat up a person for whatever they have as when it comes to money, jewelry, sneakers, and stuff like that. But you know, especially in my hood, especially in New York, the only thing you can possibly do that you can't do in New York is just make sure you don't start no conflict with people. My city is known for popping niggas and beating niggas' asses without any questions asked. That was back in the old days as well. You know what I'm saying? When I was in middle school, you know, it was always fights when it comes to gang or just street or just personal stuff, you know, between who's the hardest. You know what I'm saying? And you know, a life like that ain't really worth living 24/7. It's like a lot of people get killed every single day, you know, and this shit been going on since forever, you know, since the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, and the early 2000s, and now. You know what I'm saying? It's like every time you turn around, you have a young kid or a young woman dying and get shot accidentally because he's at the wrong time and the wrong place to be around gang activity or getting shot in the middle of the crime. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying, a lot of shit be happening in LA where, you know, you got drive-bys and stuff like that. And you know, in this day and age, you know, the only states that are gangbanging really hard is Chicago, Philly, Baltimore, and you know, of course you got New York and LA, but it's New York and LA is getting different though. I'm not sure what's going on in LA. I'm assuming that, you know, the gang banging is still going on and stuff like that, but you know, I haven't heard nothing recently going on in LA. But of course, you know, back in the 80s and the 90s, both New York and LA had it popping. Like I said, New York is known for making a hustle and popping niggas, but they want to act stupid and represent their hood as well. And of course, California is all about, you know, gang intervention. It's all about who said if they repping, who's interfering in their territory, as far as Bloods and Crips, and of course the essays when it comes to that type of lifestyle. But you know, my thing is that, you know, a lot of people are quickly want to be in gangs. I'm not saying all, but some people are so quick to be in gangs because they want to live that lifestyle. They want to make fast money. They want to live a fast life. They think carrying a gun makes you feel like you're a man, but which is not. Carrying a gun don't make you shit. You know what I'm saying? The only thing that makes you a real man is just to, you know, not use a gun at all. You know your only ways of protection. Use your hands. Use any type of object that won't allow you to go to jail or killing anybody. You know what I'm saying? But of course, you got your fake thugs thinking about, oh, I'm real and I'm a real hood nigga, and they never did no work in the street. They didn't do no dirt. They never killed a dude. They never slang mad dope or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? And you know, you can't, I don't really just gotta say that, you know, you gotta idolize everything about thug life, but you know, who you rather respect, a fake one or a real one, tell you that it is. Of course, everybody's gonna respect the person who is real, because not that say he's not gonna show off. You know what I'm saying? And you know, real G's don't always show off with you know, with no fake shit. You know what I'm saying? They will show you that they get it popping. But people, like I said, it's all about pride in a thug life. You know what I'm saying? It's always making that money and making sure that nobody don't fuck with you in the street. It's all about street credibility. And you know, to be honest, in my family side, my dad used to been an OG in Harlem, old days type shit. If y'all not from Harlem, y'all probably know about Bridge. If y'all old school like that. But you know what I'm saying, he'll tell you his perspectives about his thug life. But even though my dad is not with me, I'm not saying he's dead, but you know, I mean, any old person who, or OG, will tell you what's the street life about it. It's just that they lived it and they done it. It's all about repeats and, you know, how can I say, style it up into another way. You know what I'm saying? The old OGs back in the days, they never sag their pants. They never wear bandanas. They never wear a flag. They call it flag, you know? They never do all no shit like that. Of course, they can sell drugs and pop guns and stuff like that, but at the end of the day, real G's never brag about, oh, I'm a gangster, I'm a thug. They just live that out as it is. And if they ain't getting money and you fuck them over, you're done. But it's not all about America gangbanging. Like I said, there's other countries that you never know that bang like that hard. Like I said, I always do these videos talking about Brazil and UK. And you know, like I said, you got other countries that be banging real hard. You never knew that France had a hood. You never knew. Of course, people probably watch City of God and City of Men. You know how ugly Brazil is. And also the UK. The thing is, y'all sleeping on the UK. Y'all don't know about that UK shit. Niggas in the UK is known for stabbing motherfuckers, yo. Even though they can shoot guns, but you know, in that country, they are prohibited to even carry a concealed weapon. But anywho, my only perspectives of just of gangster life is it's an image. It's nothing but an image. You see your favorite rapper rapping about his hood, talking about killing another, talk about his hood. He can talk about getting money like that, selling drugs, smoking weed and stuff. And you know, everybody want to be that. Everybody want to be a Tupac. Everybody want to be a Biggie. Everybody want to be not even the rappers. They want to be the old school gangsters, like, you know, what's his name? Frank Lucas. Sorry to blur out for a minute, but the original 50 Cent. Everybody want to be those original gangsters, and they never lived that life. They never had. It's just that, you know, even if you're a real G, you're just following the same exact step as any other gangster. It's just that it's a movement. It's all about a movement. But it's like, you know, every thug and gangster thinks the same. But sometimes if you're a real good mastermind killer, you don't think about just hanging in the streets. You know, a real criminal who's like an assassin or a serial killer or stuff like that, he do some real extreme shit. You don't see gangsters, you know, robbing, you know, high security banks like that and get away from it. You don't see them escaping from jail. You don't see them robbing a jewelry store or like that, or, you know, anything that they can beat the system in. You know, 9 out of 10, not a lot of gangsters could beat the system. But the only thing that a real gangster's got to make sure they can do is just don't get caught, and also that, you know, be aware of snitches. You know what I'm saying? Nobody doesn't like a snitch, even if you are in the street, even if you're a street nigga, or if you're not. Nobody likes a snitch, and I can understand that. Especially you when around a black family, you know what I'm saying? Even if you're family or anything, one thing you do not do is don't snitch, because you will get your ass kicked. Not only that, you will get killed. And that's a sin of that's a big sin for being a gangster, is to snitch. Can't snitch on your homie, and you damn straight can't snitch on your enemy. Especially you don't want that nigga around your face. You can't snitch on a homie, because situations will get even worse if you snitch on a dude. But you know, I don't condone thug life, because it's not my style. And to be honest, it's like in this lifestyle, if I'm in the hood and if I'm a black person, they assume that I'm a thug. Yes, I wear my do-rag, and yes, I wear urbanized clothes, but don't we all? Everybody dressed like me. Not everybody, but you know, everybody who was black, who dresses similar like me, that doesn't necessarily mean I'm a thug. A real thug is all about pushing weight in the street. It's all about that action. It's all about gunplay. I can always look like a thug and a gangster, but that doesn't mean that I am. That one thing kind of gets me sick and tired of, though. It's like, you know, people think I'm a thug or a gangster because I wear my do-rag and stuff like that. But to me, even though it's annoying, at the end of the day, I don't give a fuck. I dress like whatever I fucking feel like dressing, because it's a hip-hop style. It's nothing to do with being street. There's a difference between hip-hop style and street. A street is just all about, you know what I'm saying, you're going out baggy. You know, I mean, my thing is, I don't have tattoos all around my body. I don't have a bandana hanging around my face or wrapped around my neck or tied on my forehead or in my pocket or anything like that. That's not my lifestyle. This is not what I live for. But anyways, peoples, I don't condone thug life, and this is not where I'm from. You can always love your hood. If you're from the hood, I respect that. If you want to get out, please get the fuck out of here. It's not for you. It's not your lifestyle. But anyways, I'm gonna wrap this up from me talking, but this video's not over yet. I got y'all a clip. This is another international video for y'all. So watch and observe, people.
Brasil, Salvador, Bahia, favela. Sabe como é que é, né? Favela, favela, favela is my hood. Favela, favela, favela is my hood. Favela, favela, favela is my hood.
Hey Corey, what's up, man? Well, answering your first question, I mean, my life in favela is normal, simple, many difficulties, but a happy life at the same time. And regarding the crime rate, I can say that here where I'm from, now it's better. But time ago, we couldn't even go to other hood. Sometimes we wanted to visit a family there, but it was kind of dangerous to pass on some places which there were a rival gang. They don't consider nobody, especially when we are young, because they think we are part of another gang. Okay, the third question. Gangbang here is horrible. Many young boys in this life, and unfortunately, they don't have a good ending. 13, 16, even less than that. It's really fucked up. But let me tell you something. You wanna know why I prefer favela than a rich neighborhood? Because here we help each other. We stay together when something is going on. Of course, there are some neighbors who don't deserve our attention, but it's a wonderful place here. Music. What about music? Yeah, I started rapping since 16 years old. I had a group, but it didn't work out well. They gave it up, and since then I decided to keep by myself, but I also stopped for a while, and now I really want to go ahead with my raps. Yeah, my music is about what I feel, what I see, what I think. I try to express myself in a way that people can understand me, can understand my mind. I talk about romance, right? I talk about the life of my city and what's going on. Okay guys, if you really want to know me better, check out my channel, my music, right? And shout out to my man Corey the Samurai, subscribing his channel. And I really want to thank you for the opportunity, for advices. Thank you so much, man.
Bitches.